So for this shot we got this cool skull bottle and filled it up with some sports drink and put a little LED underneath it to light it up, and it looks pretty cool and suitable for Halloween. So let's take a look at the rest of the setup. There we go. So up here we've got a red light inside the softbox, giving some rim light and texture to the hair. Also some three-dimensionality to the couch. This light over here kind of simulates the light that is cast from the bottle. So if I turn it on and off, you see what that does. And finally, this purple light acts as our key light. And on the camera, I'm using a mist filter. So you can see there's a bit of a halo around the light. In the actual shot, I was using a 50mm lens, but here, this behind the scenes is filmed with a 20. Now we've swapped out the liquid inside the skull bottle for a more neutral colored liquid, and then colored it toxic green with the Photoshoot 6C2. This tiny little LED tube light, which is very handy. And as you can see, it creates a pretty impressive result. Then we've still got the red light inside the softbox to create some texture in the hair and also some color contrast with the green. And then to create or to show some texture here on the socks and to also show the color of the socks, I put a tiny little Godox LED light tucked away in the corner of the couch. And on this side we have a pink light just to create some fill light, otherwise the shadows were a little bit too dark. And finally, behind me is a green light to create the illusion that the skull bottle is glowing and casting green light on Nattalie's face. If I turn this off, you see that the illusion is broken. Even though the green is very vivid in camera, in the bottle it is not strong enough to actually cast light on her face. If I made the light brighter and made it strong enough to cast light on her face, then we would lose all detail in the bottle itself. So to avoid that, I am doing this. I've also got some cheap LED tube lights behind the couch, casting some purple light, making it look eerie and suitable for Halloween. And then of course there is a 1/8 mist filter on the lens, which gives it a bit of a hazy look. In this setup we have Nattalie reading the Necronomicon with the forces of evil glowing green from inside the book. We achieved this effect with the Photoshoot 6C2 set to green inside the book. And then we've got a purple light inside this octobox, providing a bit of ambience, also bringing out some of the texture in the scene. We also moved the couch a little bit away from the wall so that we get these cool eerie shadows behind it. It also enabled us to put a purple light behind the couch, again to give some of that eerie mood, and I can show you what it looks like without it. And with it. And we also have a purple light providing some fill on this side of Nattalie's face, because without this light, this side of her face is almost or in very deep shadow, so that helps a lot. And finally, to bring out the Necronomicon text on the cover of the book, I set an LED light over there to create a reflection when you set the book in just the right angle. And this made the text jump out without providing too much illumination in the rest of the scene, although it does help quite a lot. This light helps quite a lot with bringing out the cool colors in these Halloween themed socks. I also sprayed a bit of mist around Nattalie and behind the couch, as well as I'm using the 1/8 mist filter on the lens. And that's it, and have a spooky Halloween.